Hello everybody, this is Michelle Litwiller here with Owl Star Stampers. It is Wednesday at 8 p.m. and it is November 21st, 2018, and I am here to show you a pop-up card tonight. So I'm just going to wait a second for people to log on. Today, this November 21st, is my son's birthday and he turned 11. So it has been a fun day celebrating him. So I'm actually going to show you the pop-up birthday card I made for him. And then we're going to do another version of it using the Santa's Workshop, the paper down here. We're going to use this paper, and you could use this stamp set if you have the stamp set. So that's what we're going to be doing in just a second. Or if you have the Memories and More kit, you could use that as well. I know I just did my my one-day retreat on Saturday, and they actually got the Santa's this Memories and More kit, which is it's sold out now. It was very cute and popular. So I'm going to show you some cards we did for our make and takes at our one-day retreat. So they got about a $30 goodie bag, and this is was included, and they got half a pack of the envelopes and cards. And we made, so half, there was 20 cards in here. So they got half, so they got 10, and so they got to make 10 of these cards. So here's one that they made. These are the like 4x3 cards. Here's another one with the trees they cut out. This one, the light bulb was cut out, and we added some ribbon on the back. Here's another card, just simple and cute, holly jolly. They also got this baker's twine in a Santa bag as one of their pillow gifts. Here's some of the elves. It says naughty or nice, because this kit does come with stickers. Now here are the 4x6 cards that they made. Some of the stickers we just popped up with dimensionals, added a bow there. The most wonderful time of the year. I love this one because it has like the sparkle right on it, the ho ho ho. This one is really cute too. It's an elf thing. And I love this one with the little elves going up there. And then I just added a little circle punch, and then the sticker is right on it. So these are awesome. And so if you did order this kit, you can make all these cards. If you didn't order the card bases, you can just use regular cardstock. But here's my son's birthday card that I made him. I said it was his birthday today. It says, "Here's to celebrating you," and I stamped his name, Matthew, and I used the Make a Difference stamp set. That's how I got his name there. And then I used the perennial birthday. This is what I used. And then here's what's so cool. So this is embossed with the subtle, and then the basketball I just did a punch. Embossed it in the softly falling and sponged it because basketballs have that texture. I just used a black marker to actually make the basketball, and look, when you open it, it's going to pop up, and this is what we're going to make today. And it pops up some basketballs. So on these little window sheets. So this is how I'm going to show you how to make this card in a Christmas card. And so if you've never made a card like this, that's what we're going to make. So make sure you say hi if you're here joining me, logging on. Here is the host code for another week or so. Some of you might be getting ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow, and so that is exciting. And some of you might be going shopping tomorrow or the next day. So good luck. I hope you find everything you're out looking for. If you are out and about shopping, I will not be shopping, maybe some online shopping. So that will be how I shop. So we're going to make this pop-up card right now using the Santa's Workshop stuff. So let me get situated. You're going to need a paper trimmer, or you will need your scoreboard. Let me get rid of that host code. That's for if you want any online orders. And remember, my special, if you order at least $35 online, you will get the pumpkins to do the framed art. You'll get a sheet of dimensionals, a couple yards of the linen thread, and so you just have to like assemble them and put them together. So that's, if you have, you must use the host code down here, right down here, if you would like to get that for free. Okay, I left my piece of Poppy Parade, so I'm just going to reach behind me and grab a piece of Poppy Parade cardstock. You will take, so here it is. I just got a full sheet. Sorry, my head is in the way. Sorry. So we're going to start with, this is a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of Poppy Parade. And now I can get rid of the host code. And again, if you're hopping on, say hi, and please feel free to share this. We're going to cut on this side, the 8.5 side, we're going to cut that down to 5.5. So this is a really different size card. So we're cutting it at 5.5. And then this piece you can save for some other pieces. And then we're going to cut it down. I believe I cut a 1/2 inch off. So this is going to be at 10.5 inches. Because what is half of, I think we cut a 1/2 inch off. See, I didn't even measure this. Yeah. Well, here, I'll show you how I did it, and then we'll figure it out. So you're going to, so I'm just thinking real quick. I did a 1/2, I think, yeah. So we'll trim it off at the end. I can actually type the right measurements. I meant to do this ahead of time. So we're going to, this is just, so right now we have the full sheet. It's just 11 inches long. And we're going to score it in the middle at 5.5. So we're going to score that at 5.5. And then we're going to move it over and score it at 6. And then we're going to move it over another 1/2 inch and score it at 6.5. So we have 5.5, 6, and 6.5. And then we're going to flip it and we're going to do the same thing. So I have it lined up at the 5.5 mark. So we're going to move it over to 6 and score it again, and then move it over one more time and score it at 6.5. So if you don't want to flip it, you're going to score at 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, and 6.5. So, and then we're just gonna fold it like an accordion, and it might help to have a bone folder here. So, this is the size I cut off. So yes, I cut off. This is like a 1/4 inch. So I need a quarter. You need to trim off a 1/4 inch on each side. We'll do that in just a second. So you're just going to make a valley, accordion, valley fold. So you're just going to be folding this. Has anyone made one of these pop-up cards before? You also need some window sheets, and we do sell those at Stampin' Up. They're in the back of the catalog, kind of with the specialty papers, and they come in 12 by 12 sheets. So, so that you're going to want to just score it really, really good. Now I need, my card actually needs to be 4 1/4, and right now it is 4.5. So I'm just lining this up at 4 1/4, and I'm cutting off the end. So that was what I couldn't think when I did this. So your exact measurement, you're going to cut your paper down to 10.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score at, you're going to score it at 4 1/4, 4.5, 5 1/4. Sorry, I'll put the measurements. I'm getting everything confused. So here, this is what you're going to look like. Again, I'm in birthday party mode right now. So it's going to look like this. I will type in the correct measurements. So this is what it looks like. We're done with the paper trimmer. I can get rid of it now. So if you're just joining, we're making a pop-up card. It's going to pop up like this, but ours is going to be a Christmas card. So this is the outside of your card. Now you're going to want to take some very strong glue. This is the inside, this is the outside. I'm going to grab some fast fuse just to make it fast. You can use tear tape or Tombow glue. So I'm just putting adhesive on in this little valley right here and then right here. This is going to seal up the outside seam. So we'll put this together, one, and then we'll put this one together. So there we have it. So this is, now we have just a regular card. It looks like a regular card, but when you open it, it's going to be like this. So that's how we did this. Now we're going to decorate the outside of the card, and then we will do our pop-up part. So again, I'm using the Santa's Workshop paper. I did grab 2 memories and more cards, this one. So if you came to my one-day retreat, you have this card left over unless you used it. It's just the 3x4, and I cut a piece of garden green 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So we're gonna attach that down. Then I took but here's the cool thing. If you don't have this kit, you can get the designer series paper, which is right here. There's a sheet in here, and you can cut out the Santa right here. It's the same Santa. It's just a hair smaller, but you can hand cut that out and have the same thing, or you can buy the stamp set and use one of the images in there. So I just mounted that. I also went ahead and cut out 2 of the elves. I cut out this elf and this elf. One cuts out with the framelets. These are going to be our little pop-up elements right here. And I went ahead and I cut out some of the snowflakes from the coordinating framelets too. And then these are just blank white elves that are going to sandwich behind here. So if you can use this paper if you don't have the kit. This paper also has a fuzzy piece of candy cane paper. Now this isn't fuzzy, it's not the flocked because it's one of the cards from the kit. It was 4x6 and I cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4. So this is going to get glued on the front of our card, just like this. And then we will add our Santa with some dimensionals. These dimensionals actually came from my paper pumpkin kit. One of the last ones. I just got mine for this month yesterday. I thought about showing you that, but then when I made this pop-up card for his birthday today, I thought, no, this might be a fun little surprise card for somebody else to make as well. So it really is easy to make these cards. So we just put dimensionals on all of these sides, and we're going to put this right here like that. And then I did have a piece of Whisper White to go in the bottom here. It's probably with my piece of Poppy Parade that I had cut down. So anyway, we have this right here. So what you're going to do is run a strip of adhesive along here. And that's what your window sheet in your little, whatever you want to pop up will stick to. So again, I'm just going to use some fast fuse, and I'm running it along the whole thing. I'm going to do the front and the back because we want it to seal really well. And then I have some window sheets that are already cut. They're just about like a half an inch. They're hard to see. Half an inch in thickness. And I'm just going to stick one of these right in there, like it's right there, like that. I don't know, there, you might be able to see it there. And then we will put the other one over here, and I'm going to need to trim it down with some scissors. And then we're going to just stick our little elves on here like this. But I need to grab some scissors real quick. So they're right here. So you can use some mini glue dots to put your little elves on, or whatever you wanted to pop up. I love this suite in our catalog, so I'm going to put this little elf right here, and I'm going to make his friend a little bit shorter. So cut that down, and then you can save your extra piece for another card. This one I just cut out of the paper, and the stamp does have a cute little elf. You could stamp in color with our blend. So I got my two little elves like that. Do you see that? Now, the back of the elves has candy cane, so that's why I cut out two of these, and we're going to sandwich it on so you won't see the candy cane paper in the background. So here's one, and this one that I fussy cut, it's not like perfect fit, but it works good enough. And then this one, we need it to go this way. So this one, we'll put a little bit of glue here, and we'll stick this one on. And now I think I'm good with my little elf, so I'm going to just seal this up just like that. And now I am going to look, I found a piece of white. Now I normally would have, you're going to want, I had it cut for 5 1/4 by 4 for the white to go in here, so I could stamp, in the stamp set it said like, hoping you get everything on your list or something like that. And then it says ... and more. So that's what I would stamp on the inside. And then here is our little Santa card. And when you open it up, your little elves pop out. So what do you think? Do you like this type of pop-up card? Here, let's do it again. Here's our Santa, and then the elves pop up. So it's just kind of a fun little card. Oh, I wanted to put these snowflakes on here. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to put a couple little snowflakes. So yes, let's do that real quick. The card isn't finished. I thought it looked a little too plain. So we're going to add a few little snowflakes. I don't know, my computer isn't showing me anything, so I hope you like this card, the pop-up. I'm not seeing any comments or anything. Maybe nobody is commenting. Maybe that's why. So we'll put a few little, where can I put this? This one is too big. Put a few little snowflakes on there. And then our elves. I do want a bigger piece of white for the bottom. I think that's too small. This is a 4 by 3, so I need a bigger piece of white for the bottom, but you will add that and then you can write your message. So I hope you like my Christmas card, my pop-up card. It's, again, anyone can make this. You just need a scoring tool and some window sheets, and you can too make a pop-up card. And then here's the basketball one. If you have girls or boys that love sports or anything, like we don't have a sports set, so I just made my own basketball. And voila, there's our little basketballs. I put 3 of them in there. So we did that one too. This is the one was my sample one. But see, I like how it mattes in there and it looks really nice. So if you would like any of the supplies or if you have any comments, just let me know. Know what you think. The holiday catalog has some really good stuff, and there are some things that are going to be selling out quickly or that have already sold out and they won't be coming in. So don't hesitate. And we do have an online extravaganza that's going to be starting kind of like our Black Friday special. And so like 2 days, they're going to have something on sale. Then the next 2 days, they're going to have stamps and something else. And then another 2 days, something else. And they're all 10% off what is listed. So just be keeping on track with my on my Facebook posts, and I will be sending out an email as well So if you have any questions about the online extravaganza, let me know. And if you do order anything, please use that host code so I can thank you. And again, thank you for joining me. I hope you love these pop-up cards. And if you make one, share it so I can see what you made as well. Have a good night, everybody, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye. I'll see you next week.